Alright guys, Kadyo po ito. At ngayon meron po tayong featured rider. Ito po kilala ng lahat, mas lalo na po yung mga nasa customization industry. Ito po, syempre, at saka yung tinatawag nating restoration industry. Si Mr. Elmer Reyes ng Laguna Choppers. Guys, panoorin natin ito. Very inspiring.
I'm Elmer Reyes of Laguna Choppers, and my actual background is actually I'm a law student, and funny thing is I exchanged my career going to law school with building bikes, and fortunately it paid off, and well, we're here right now. I mean, it's been like 20. This is our 26 years of operation since we established Laguna Choppers. It wasn't like an overnight thing for us. We've been through a lot of ups and downs. This shop was just a hobby for me when I was starting. Having to get to law school, and then I was in construction, and then I guess I would say one thing leads to another. If door closes, then a window of new opportunities opens. Kasi way back in the 90s, construction business went down. We really lost our jobs, so I had to find something to do. So what I did was I was actually praying, God, so give me something to do, something that I like to do, and I decided to pursue this not really as a career, but at least something that I can be happy about. I never realized that we're gonna be Laguna Choppers, so. Laguna Chopper's name was actually established over a few bottles of beer with my friends way back in the 90s. And people usually ask me, bakit Laguna and bakit Choppers? So, well, I really love choppers. And most of the people who sees our work would usually ask me, asan ang choppers? Because they usually see scooters, Lambretas, Vespa, well, no choppers at all. But I have my own built choppers in those days, pero it was just for myself. And kasi walang nagpapagawa. I mean, the funny thing is hindi nila alam kung ano yung fun, and people doesn't want to spend for those. So I told actually those days it was just me and my parang godson who's doing this. Pero wala kaming customer. So I said, we're not really gonna survive if we're just gonna promote Cignal Choppers. So we ended up doing other bikes, especially with Lambretas. I love Lambretas, and same as Vespa, because I was collecting them back in the old days. And one thing leads to another. We don't have Facebook in those days. We have like Multiply or something like that. So my niece, actually I'm not really a techie guy, so I don't really know how to do that in the internet. So I gave her some photos, and then she made a page for us called Laguna Choppers. And then we were just here. Actually, this very room that we're in is where we started. At the back on this part is our small paint booth, and the rest of this is where all the motorcycles are being done. Halo-halo, tabi-tabi na kami lahat dito. I mean, it's all cramped up in a small place. And then, ayun, word of mouth. We got clients coming in from Metro Manila. We devoted our time into restoration. In the first few years of my career in motorcycle building, and then after about more than 10 years, moto builds popped up, and the rest is history. Ayun na yun. So it was really fun dahil alam mo yun, you get to, I mean, building motorcycles or restoring motorcycles, if you don't like what you're doing, you're not gonna last. Kasi ang tagal, nakakainip, nakakainis minsan, walang piyesang mabili back in the days kasi wala pa namang internet. And we've been through a lot. Actually, sige, kung wala akong mabiling parts, then we fabricate, we do that, we do this, para lang umandar. We were able to go around the country riding, lambretas, and that's really fun. And I didn't realize that it was going to affect somehow our work positively. Kasi when people are seeing us riding the old scoot and going to like Leyte, Aparin, Baguio on a 1950s or 1960s lambreta or scooter, whatever, like Vespa or lambreta, lumakas yung loob nila. And so that's, sparked the idea of, hey, okay, magpa-restore tayo. Just like a lot of restorers in Metro Manila and all over the country. We're just one of them. But, sabi ko I wanted to enjoy what I'm doing. So I ride what we build or what we restore. And not just to show people, but really to enjoy it. Really to enjoy it. I'm a bit, kumbaga, parang, what do you call this? Very hungry for, working on something na bulok. bulok na bulok. Tapos, gagawin mong mandar. Kasi nandun yung fulfillment. It's easy to buy. Basta mag-ipon ka lang, easy to buy a brand new bike. Nandiyan na yan eh. At saka, everybody has a brand new bike. So I said, I just really love old stuff. As you can see at my left and right, I got collections of old things. They used to call me magbubulok. You know that? Magbubulok. So I don't really care kung anong tawagin nila sa akin, but I'm just doing what I love doing. And that doesn't really affected me. Maraming mga tirik-tirik. There's like some interviews that I went through before, and then I was trying to tell them I experienced na minsan tumirik yung sinasakyan ko, and a boy probably younger than I am when I was young, hinagisa niya ako ng posporo. You know how that feels? Hindi ko makalimutan yun. I can still remember his face. He was riding a brand new Kawasaki KE 125, the green tank dirt bike. Was really nice. I was riding my very first motorcycle. It was a Yamaha YL2GF na pan-tricycle. That's my first bike. And kasi wala akong pera, wala akong pambili. And then my cousin, he's got this beat up tricycle. So binigay niya sa akin, and then I started fixing it. Well, that was, long time. It was probably about 35, 40 years ago. And that boy is one of the reasons why I really pushed myself. So I go, someday you'll see me. That didn't put me down. Actually, I saw him after siguro mga 15, 20 years. Graduate na ako ng school. And I was riding my very first muscle bike. And he was still riding that Kawasaki KE 125. And then I approached him. Funny story yun. Tinigil ako. Sabi ko, kung natatandaan mo ba ako? Kanya, hindi. Ako yung hinagisan mo ng posporo. I was watching his bike. Siyempre, luma na. I got a newer bike. And so, that really parang inspired me to, gusto ko talagang ano. And so, this thing came along, itong ano ngayon, the motorcycle culture or the industry really evolved. Akala ko kami lang nun ng... Kasi wala pa kaming access sa internet. Hindi mo nakikita kung sino yung ibang builder, hindi mo nakikita kung sino yung ibang mahilig. So, parang we were like so hungry for to see people, to meet other people who are really into bikes din. Napakaraming panahon na saan tayo makakita na mahilig din sa choppers or sa mga vintage. Ito na ngayon. So technology came in, ito na yung Facebook, ito na yung and then yun na, motobuilds. And daming masasayang ano eh. We started joining shows locally dito sa San Pablo, sa Los Baños, sa UP, sa Lucena. But those are just personal stuff. We're not joining because we built it for somebody else. It was like our own bikes, me, some of my friends, some of my cousins. And then we joined shows. And then, slowly, you get to hear shows being done in other towns, in other cities. And then, invite. So we started joining. And then, for the very first time, takot na takot kami pumunta ng Metro Manila. Takot kami. From D, sabi nga niya, from D. Kasi, andun lahat yung magagaling, andun lahat yung mga. So, sumali kami natin sa grupo ko, sa team namin. Okay lang, manalo, matalo, basta pumunta tayo, sumali tayo. Importante, may experience natin yung sa Manila. Basta magpe-prepare tayo. And, gagawin natin lahat. So, that's one thing that I love about my team. I mean, we all work together. We have the same parang vision na, do it once, do it best. And hindi lang, I see to it that everybody participates. Hindi yung ako lang parati yung, okay, hindi. I usually ask them, oy, halimbawa, Russell or Dave or sila Rusty and everything. Baka may naisip ko yung ganito. Kasi gusto kong maging maramdaman nila na part sila nung build, part sila nung project. Kasi sabi ko nga, I can never do this alone. I mean, Laguna Choppers is not about me. It's about the whole team. Kumbaga parang nasa construction. I mean, you have an architect, you have an engineer, but you have all the workers. It's the same as with the builders. I mean, kasi I'm not like a solo builder. I can't do this. I can do it, but where's the fun in that? Parang hindi ka makakalayo, hindi ka makakagawa ng marami. Kasi right now, before the pandemic, there's about almost 20 of us here in the shop. And then we started that school. About 4 or 5 years ago, sabi ko sa sarili ko, okay, so I made a career out of this. Kaya ang ginawa ko na lang, I wanted to help out. I wanted to help out mga out of school youths. And it took us a while bago mangyari yung yung dream na yun dahil ang daming what do you call this? Ang daming mga hindrances, ang daming funding is needed to set up a school. Akala ko nung una, setting up a TESDA accredited school is easy. Hindi pala. And, fortunately, kapag nagdadasal ka, darating sa'yo kung ano yung gusto niya ibigay sa'yo. I met a friend, a very, very nice guy, very generous guy. His name is Koy Baltazar, si Chet Pastrana. A lot of them, I mean, they helped us out. They gave us work. They gave us, si Koy Baltasar gave me, or sponsored students. So, Laguna Choppers now is not just a shop. It's actually it's an institution. It's an institute. Kumbaga. Uh, Ayokong maputol yung dream ko. Kapag wala na ako, wala na yung shop. So, I wanted to create more mechanics na yung takbo ng isip yung hindi parating kumbaga mag-abroad ako hindi, there's like so much work dito sa Pilipinas na pwede, and yung quality, mga Pinoy tayo mga Pinoy tayo, so I masyado akong nationalistic. Kasi bakit parating no offense with American builders or European builders, you should see how Filipino craftsmen or metal crafters or mechanics do their thing. I mean, wala nga tayong mga high-tech na but we're able to mold talagang from what's in their mind down to from plain metal sheets into something that you can use like a tank, fender, or anything like that. And it was done just by your conventional hammer and some other metal crafting tools. And then we eventually found out na meron pa palang makakatulong, so we upgraded the shop. We equipped ourselves. We bought yung mga English wheel and stuff like that. And then para hindi rin maging behind yung mga tao. So right now, there's like so much. There's still so much work. I mean, even if this is pandemic right now, pandemic still here, marami pa rin trabaho. I mean, this is something that is not gonna make you rich, but it's something that's sustainable. That's the most important thing. Dahil kung sa mga mekaniko, kailangan mabuhay, hindi na maubos ang motor. We're all gonna die and the bikes are gonna be still here. So, yun lang sa akin I was advising most, kasi some of our students went to Korea, Taiwan, China. So, yun naman ang ang idea namin na magkaroon sila ng magandang livelihood. So, they opted to work abroad. Pero sabi ko sa kanila, tingnan niyo muna yung dito sa Pilipinas kasi kulang na kulang tayo. Kulang na kulang tayo sa workers na sa metal crafting lang, ang daming trabaho And so, ayun, yun yung mga masaya. Masarap, but as you age, it's ang mahirap a little advice for those who wanted to be a builder. I mean, don't lose the joy, don't lose the fun, Okay na din nga yung mga solo builders, so you just do whatever you want to do all by yourself and then you take time. At doon naman sa mga nagpapagawa, parang, siyempre, bigyan nyo ng considerations yung mga pupuntahan yung builders dahil it's not easy. It's not easy. And minsan yung ideas, pretty sure you know people who are artists, hindi basta lumalabas. May momentum yan. Na paglagay mo dyan, magdodrawing ako dati, ayaw lumabas. So, pag ayaw lumabas, niiwanan ko. Kasi I love welding, yun ang pinagpalit ko sa law school, yung welding. Ang sarap kasi mag-welding ba? I was already in third year. Sabi ko, parang mali itong pinasok. Sabi ko, parang ayoko dito nandun na kami sa loob ng court. We were practicing. Sabi ko, I wanted to go back to the shop. Gusto ko magpukpok. And then, so, I decided to choose. It was a hard decision for me dahil kasi I came from a family of doctors and lawyers. And businessman. Pero ayoko maging doktor. Nanay, tatay ko doktor, pero ayoko. My mom doesn't, until now, hindi niya maintindihan kung ano yung pinasok. Pero yung tatay ko, he understands kasi he rides. He rides on a scooter going to the hospital. So I got that thing from him, yung love of mga scooters and motorcycles. Pero yung sa education, kasi sabi niya, I find a work that you love and you will never have to work for a day. It's always playtime. Kaya nga, sabi ko ngayon, ang advice ko doon sa gustong huwag kayo mainip. Money will follow. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, hindi kayo yayaman dito sa ganito. Pero magkakaroon kayo ng trabaho. And then, kasi ang dami ko naririnig na mga executives, mga, sabi nila, nainggit naman kami sa'yo. Ang lalaki ng bahay nyo sa Ayala. Alam ba, ako nandito sa probinsya. Tapos ang kotse nyo, ang dami. Ako hindi makapagpalit ng kotse. Pero ginagawa mo yung gusto mo. It's a matter of choice. Kasi hindi lang naman parating pera. And if you love motorcycles, I tell you, you're not gonna grow old agad. Yeah. Especially if you're watching Motorcycle magazine. So, and I'm really, really, happy that I'm invited here again sa show niyo. I mean, again, di ba kailan pa sa last time? I forgot. Pero we were together like few years ago, right? So, ayun. And then, what else can I share? Yun. So, if you're an aspiring builder or kung hindi man, craftsman, be patient with your work. Kasi, hindi mo yan magagawa ng mainipin. And then again, doon sa mga nagpapagawa, try not to rush them kasi, pagka parating rush, malimit, nagkakamali. Yun nga, ginawa na namin ng maayos. May lumalabas pa rin na sira. So, and ito pa pala there's like a few customers that ask me, pag pinagawa pa namin sa'yo, hindi na ba yan titirik? Sabi ko, pag sinabi ko sa'yo na hindi yan titirik, niloloko kita. Hindi naman ako magician eh. Sabi ko, especially yung mga first time na mag-vintage, kaya sabi ko, bakit gusto mo mag-vintage? Kasi daw, syempre, uso. Okay. Have you tried riding a vintage? May it be a scooter, may it be a big bike na luma. Hindi pa raw. Sabi ko, maraming flaws yan. Handa ka bang tumiri? Handa ka bang, alam mo yun, magtulak? Kasi kung hindi, I'd rather, tell you to buy a new bike instead. Kasi part yan eh. Part yan nung luma. Kaya sa mga BMW sinauna, 6 volts. Yung ibang mga scooter, 6 volts. Ang hina ng ilaw. Ang hirap panda rin. Konting sipa mo malulunod. Tapos tatawagan ka in the middle of the night, bakit ganito yung ginawa mo sa akin? Okay, so I learned my lesson in those days. Parang, paano kaya sabihin to? So every time na may pagpapagawa, I would usually ask them, bakit? Ba't mo gusto? Kasi ganito yan. Sisiraan ko na agad. Siraan ko na agad. Hindi sa ayaw ko nung trabaho, but kasi ayaw ko ng sakit ng ulo. Ayaw ko ng sakit ng ulo. Ayaw ko talaga nun. Ayaw ko nun. So, pero meron talagang persistence. Sabi ko, if you're willing to accept this, actually hindi ako, to accept yung scoot or yung bike na yun, well, be ready. Kasi you're gonna spend, you're gonna wait, and then meron ka pang mga tirik-tirik. Kasi kapag may nagsabi sa'yo na pag ginawa namin yan, or kung sino man, sigurado ka, yung nga brand nyo tumitirik, ito pang ginawa namin. So, nandun yan. Nandun yan. Hindi mawawala yan. Pero masarap pa din. Marami akong nakakilala na they don't care, they understand. Actually, isang well, if you're asking me kung ano yung favorite ko na ni-restore, yung kay Kuya Kim. Yung lambreta na F. Oo. Kasi sabi nga, dati sabi ko, it's probably the only lambreta model in whole of Asia to find out that it is really the only one. Si Kuya Kim kasi, very reasonable siya. I did several bikes for him, muscle, scooters, and all. And then he understands yung flaws. Kagaya yung pagpreno, alam niyang mahina, tapos he gets to know, para siyang, sabi niya, parang nanliligaw sa babae. Kasi kinikilala mo yung motor. Kikilalanin mo kung ano yung gusto niya. Unlike yung mga modern bikes ngayon, well, pindot ka. Gusto mong bumaba yung suspension mo, pindot ka lang. Yung mga luma, kailangan kilalanin mo kung paano sila ipepreno, kung paano sila take off, kung paano mo sila ibabanking or i-twist or kung ano man. Kailangan mo kilalanin yun. Kasi in those days, wala pa naman yung mga high-tech itong high-tech computers para ma-determine kung ano yung mga flaws. Kaya nag-evolve na eh. Meron na tayo ngayong fuel injected, dati carbureted. Pero ako, I still love carbureted dahil ang daling gawin. Pero yung iba, ayun na, dahil siyempre, high-tech nga. Pero yung wala nang lunod-lunod, walang overflow. Pero pag nasira, yan. Sasabihin ko, yun kaya ayoko niyan. Ha? Yan, magkano yan ngayon? Etong carburetor na ito isa, mura lang to. So, if you're gonna talk about motorcycles, kulang ang isang linggo, kulang napakaraming masasaya at magaganda. And, ups and downs, being a builder, being a restorer. And ito nga, inabot na ako ng 52. Ito pa rin ginagawa ko. But I'm gonna do this for the rest of my life. I'm gonna restore motorcycles. I'm gonna build motorcycles. I'm beginning to be choosy now sa project kasi needed na. And ayaw mawala yung joy. Ayaw mawala yung joy doon sa ginagawa ko. Kasi nga, kaya ako ginagawa ito dahil mahal ko yung ginagawa ko. At, I take pride doing it with my team. Like I said, it's not about me. It's my whole team. If some of you have seen our posts on Facebook or our blog, it's all about my team. It's all about us. And yan, yung isang meron kang PWD dyan, indefinite. Nakakatuwa yun siya yung pinakamadaling bigyan ng instruction kahit hindi nakakarinig, hindi nagsasalita. Ang bilis matuto. So yung mga nakakapagsalita, siyempre, may ingay, maraming abala sa trabaho. Siya, wala, nakafocus lang. Advantage talaga to. So he's one of our students, and he's one of the most promising metal crafters that I have here. Pero marami naman mababait na bata. Pero I found that, PWDs have to be really given a chance. Kasi wala siya makuha ang trabaho. Nung nag-aaral siya dito, he went to another technical school and then he texted me na gusto niya niyang bumalik. Accepted him. Yung 2019 Moto Builds, he was there. I introduced him. His name is Nico. And right now, he's been with me for about, except for the pandemic, he's been with me for like 2 years, or almost 3. Masaya dito sa amin, although malayo kami sa Metro Manila. You can see a lot of stuff in the shop. Kasi we're doing choppers pa rin, but we're doing a lot of other stuff. So we're diversified. Hindi kami nakafocus sa isa. Kaya sabi ko kasi we're not gonna be surviving if we're just gonna be doing one type of bike. So ayun, yun yung Laguna choppers. We do classics, we do choppers. Kaya yung isang caption na nilagay ko, mods, wrappers, and choppers. So we have mod, designs, scooters, wrappers for cafe racers, brat, and whatever you name it. And then choppers. These days, yan, marami akong hindi naman marami, but compared to when we started, yung nakilala na yung shop. So, may mga nagpagawa talaga na tao na handang gumastos, handang maghintay. And like, right now, we're doing a BMW yung Freedom Bike. It's one of our New Year, kumbaga, favorite build ngayon is the BMW R65 Freedom Bike. The owner is highly confidential. Ayaw kong pakilala. So, hindi ko pwede sabihin. But talking about mga clients, well, Manny Pacquiao, uh, si Kuya Kim, siyempre, si Oyo Soto, si Coco Martin, he called me tatay. Sabi sa akin, tatay. Sabi ko, wala namang anak na Coco. Tatay daw. Sabi ko, hindi ko kaya igawa ito. Anyway, but he's a really nice guy. Funny, singit ko lang tong story na to. Yung mga estudyante ko is always late. Sabi ko, hindi kayo pwede pag sa trabaho, hindi kayo pwedeng late parati, matatanggal kayo. Tapos sabi ko, sige, magdi-deliver tayo kay Direct Coco. Dapat, kasi nasa San Pablo tayo. So, dapat 4 o'clock pa lang, nandito na tayo, kasi sasakay pa natin sa wrecker yung scooter niya. 3:30 in the morning, everybody was here. Sabi ko, gawa ni Coco Martin, kaya lang kayo pumasok ng maaga. Ay, gano'n. Tapos, yung wrecking company, for the first time, nakita ko, merong kasamang, parating 3 lalaki yung nirerentahan namin. Ngayon, 2 lalaki, taka 1 babae. Sabi ko, bakit may babae? Bakit may babae ngayon dito sa record? Sabi ko, gusto makita si Coco Martin. No? Hindi po. He's a bit boyish. Hindi po. And so we went on, then tigil kami sa, siguro mga 2 kilometers away doon kila Direct Coco. Sabi ko doon sa mga kasama ko, sige, huwag na kayong bumili ng pagkain. I'm gonna be preparing food sa isang gas station. Then nyo na lang ako dyan. Nakita ko ngayon itong babae na nasa wrecker. Sabi ko, oy, Gina, huwag ka nang bumili ng pagkain. I'm preparing food for all of us. Ay, hindi po ako bibili ng pagkain. O, bakit andito ka? Bibili po akong pabango. Bibili po akong pabango. Ano magawa ni Coco? Okay, sige. Sama tayo. And then, Coco Martin was, really very, he's a people person. So, when we went there, talagang request ko sa kanya. Sabi ko, Direct, baka naman pwede kang, pag dineliver namin ito, nandiyan ka. Tinupad niya yun. Hindi kasama ko yung mga estudyante. And then sabi ko, kausapin, mag-share ka naman ng konti para sipagin itong mga estudyante. He was very kind na sabihin dun sa mga mag-aaral kayo mabuti kasi mayroon pang buhay. Sabi yan, galing eh. Galing. And then sabi ko, Coco, Direct, ako muna sasakay dun sa sidecar mo. Ikaw yung passenger, ako yung mag-ride. And I was trying to tell him, Direct, lahat ng sidecars may wobble yan ha. Baka magtaka ka. Hindi yan maalis kasi uneven yung distribution ng gulong. Saka 3 lang. Sabi sa akin, tayo huwag kang maglala, magta-tricycle ako dati. Ano yun? Parang, wow. So, sige, hindi niya kinakalimutan yung yung pinanggalingan niya. So talaga, we went around. And sumunod, ako naman yung sakay, siya naman na nagra-ride. It was really fun. Then, isa pang gusto ko si Oyo, tsaka si Christine. So we went to his house, ni-request ko rin kay Oyo. Sabi ko, Oyo, sana nandyan ka, tsaka si Christine para magpapicture ko kami. Tinupad din ni Oyo. Oyo is a very, very nice guy. Very nice guy. They were neighbors na sister ko sa Manila nung araw. Kaya tuwa ako nung ginawa ko siya ng sidecar. And then kita ko yung mga anak niya sa kanya lahat doon. Yun yung mga for us, if you're gonna ask me kung ba't ko ginagawa ito, gawa ng mga ganun, pamilya. Yung memory ng father or mother or what about the bike. Doon ako tuwan-tuwa. Ang dami namin ginawang ganun na nung nakita nung owner, alam mo yung umiiyak, parang telenovela. Yun yung, sabi ko nga pag may nagpo-post ako, that fuels our passion into this, hindi mo babayaran yun. Hindi mo babayaran. Ang sarap ba? Ang sarap ng pakilasa. Dahil part ka nun eh. Part ka nun. And then, pag nakita, there's this guy, his name is Joseph Uy from Nueva Vizcaya. Nueva Vizcaya. Abot sila dito. Hanggang ngayon, may mga bike pa sila dito pinapagawa. Ganda ng story na. Sa Honda Dream, sabi ni Joseph, dream ng father niya yun when he was a younger guy. Pero hindi niya mabili because of lack of money. And then nung nag-flourish yung business nila, si Joseph was a very good son. Hinanap niya yung very bike na yun. And then he found it sa backyard na dilapidated na. So, another friend of his, who is also a friend of mine, ni-introduce siya sa akin, dinala dito. Sabi niya, gusto ko itong ibalik sa dati dahil gusto ko makita, abutan pa ng father ko. So we did it. Then dinala niya sa Nueva Vizcaya. Sabi ko, gawa ka naman ng video, Joseph. Gusto ko makita yung reaction ng daddy mo. And so, pinakita niya sa daddy niya, ito yung motor. Dad. Yung daddy niya, hindi masyadong tumatayo. Nung nakita yung motor, nagbibideo siya, lumalakad din sa tatay niya. And so, kayo dun sa motor. Tapos nakita niya dun sa video. It was like, umiiyak siya eh. Lumuluha yung anak. Ang sarap, di ba? Parang kasama kami doon yung moment na yun, kahit wala kami doon dahil yung motor nandun, ang sarap ng pakiramdam. Ang sarap. Hindi mababayaran yun. Hindi mababayaran. Those are the stuff that really keeps us going. And then syempre, an honor to build it for them. Sino pa bang mga kilala na yung iba kasi ayaw magpabanggit eh, yung mga client. So, yung mga nakikita sa Facebook, actually, hindi yun lahat. Marami kasi ayaw ipa-post. So, pero, yan, si Kuya Kim, very nice guy. Si Van Mayrina. Actually, I just did a BMW for his uncle. We finished it last month. Si Ivan is riding a Honda BF 750 which also came from us. Si Ivan, ang kauna-unahang nagpunta dito sa akin na wala pa kaming ganito. Tapos may sari-sari store kami sa harap. And then nakaparada yung wala. Hindi ko alam, for some reason, nabalitaan niya yung shop. Pumunta siya dito. And pinunan niya ng ano yung ginagawa namin. Nasa tabi kami ng kalsada. Wala pa itong siya. Wala pa kaming ano. And ayun, he's a cafe racer guy. Daming ano. So ayun, hindi ko na alam. Sunod-sunod na eh. GMA 7, ABS, Channel 5, ANC, CNN. Because of motorcycles. Just because of motorcycles. Hindi ko yun nakalain. Hindi ko akalain na. Not in my wildest dream. Pero it paid off. Sustainable, like I said. Pero hindi kaya yaman. If you're thinking of getting rich with this, 26 years ko na ang ginagawa to eh. I was able to build this. Pero 26 years na kami. So yung mga bagong kakareer ng motorcycles, don't rush it. I mean, there's always a time for everything. And, be good to your clients, be good to your crew, and don't take all the credits because we can never do it without them. We owe it all to them. I mean, you may have the ideas, pero hindi natin magagawa ito ng tayo lang. Kaya nga, sabi ko sa team ko, gawin nyo mabuti kasi kapag hindi ko na kaya, I'm getting old. Pag hindi ko na kaya, my son is an architect and he's into cars. So, hindi ko alam. So, baka sila. Siguro isa dun sa mga And, yeah. Ito na yun. So, basta, ang masasabi ko lang, do the best that you can with and that's it. At saka, be true, be honest. Kaya, that's all for Laguna Choppers. Yeah. Yeah, I would like to invite you to watch our Laguna Choppers vlog. Please subscribe and share. And then also, gusto ko rin invite kayo. We'll be opening up soon sa Quezon City. It's along Tomas Morato and Scout Gandia. It's gonna be a showroom like this team. We got some services there like PMS, oil change, tune-ups, and mostly mga minor repairs. Because our main shop is here in San Pablo City, so we will be announcing that on our Facebook page and with our blogs. So come join us there. Marami kayong makikita mga paintings, motorcycles, vintage scoots. So we haven't established the actual name yet. It's not going to be Laguna Choppers. It's going to be something else. But our work is going to be there. Scout Gandia and Tomas Morato right behind Mario's restaurant. So yun, and yun, our blog, please watch it and subscribe and share. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Ayun po, si Papa Elmer Reyes. Ay, naku, napakasarap pong bisitahin talaga ng kanyang shop. Okay? Aside sa may tinutulungan na po siya ng mga riders na gusto maging customizer, na nasa pagko-customize, at syempre yung mga gusto mag-restore, at nabibigyan pa syempre ng trabaho. Maraming salamat, Sir Elmer Reyes. At syempre, yung kanyang legacy, nakakatuwa panoorin ang kanyang kwento. Again, maraming salamat sa panonood nyo dito po sa Lifestyle on Wheels Featured Rider.